You're live.
Morning, everyone. Roll call.
Looks like online we have Andrew Chorney, Bryce Christensen, Cheryl Hartman, Christina Dewar, Irene Wara, Katie Fairbanks, Maddie Scott, MCAT, Melissa Fisher, and Nicholas Santos. And 206, we have Commissioner Slotnick and Vero, Allison France, Harry Powers, Kelly Becker, Brenna Davis. Welcome, Brenna Davis. We have Giffen Smith, myself, Annie Kathy, Chris Lounsbury, and Brian West.
Thank you. Any comment on items not on the agenda? Okay, moving to the consent agenda. Anything that needs to be pulled out or discussed?
Read through this. If there's anything in here that's super remarkable. Number 10 is pretty fun.
I was just
Yeah.
looking at that as
Yeah.
well. Okay,
But I'm good.
anyone,
We pass the consent agenda.
second, any further discussion? All in favor? Aye. Okay, Kaylee Becker.
Good morning. So this item is related to a new agreement that the county will be entering into with two private landowners for a non-motorized public access easement. So we've been working with the landowners for about a year, and they approached the county asking if we were interested in entering into an agreement so that they could provide public access along the northern end of their property. So as context, to locate where we are, this would be an easement that connects to our Lolo Riverside Park, which is a park that's located right next to the Bitterroot River, just outside of Lolo. It's one of the most used parks in the area. It's really popular for people walking dogs, just walk-in access to the river. It's very well used. It's a really great park. And there is a section of user-made trail that's been established along the Bitterroot River that goes from the west edge of the park through the neighboring utility parcel, and then across this private land that then connects to Fish, Wildlife, and Parks property. And so that's just been an informal trail that people have been using for quite a while. And it has been trespassing technically because they are going across private property, but that landowner was really interested in basically sanctioning that existing public use and wanting to protect it, which is why he approached the county. And it was a project we were really excited about because it also, because it connects to our park, it connects to adjacent public land, it's along a river, it's a really beautiful spot, and also corresponds with additional work we're doing and planning at the Lolo Riverside Park to improve trail circulation, to improve parking, to improve overall access to the park. So it really built on existing work we are already planning on doing and expanded the scope of that work. To speak specifically to the agreement, again, it is an easement for a non-motorized trail, and it would allow us to also relocate the path of the trail. As I mentioned, it's a user-made trail, so in some places the alignment isn't ideal. It's too close to the river. So we do have grant funding that we've secured that will be able to provide the costs for relocating that trail, and that actually is going to be implemented very soon. And in terms of the agreement with the landowner, they are fully donating the value of this easement, which is very generous of them. The exchange that we've made is that the county is providing for the cost of a fence that the landowner is installing along the southern edge of the easement. And that's really just to demarcate the boundary of the public trail easement area to the private land. Once that fence is installed, it'll be up to the landowner to maintain it. So the county isn't taking on any maintenance and management of that fence, just the installation. And that funding is being provided by a grant from the Parks and Trails Matching Grants Program, which was awarded last year.
The county's building the fence or who?
The landowner worked with a contractor to have the fence built.
Got it. Okay.
Yep, and then we're just
the county will pay for it.
reimbursing the landowner for the expenses, and it was just about $6,000. So also a pretty inexpensive
Yeah.
fence for a about 1,000 feet of this boundary, which is of roughly the length of the trail. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I missed there. Are there any questions?
No, just excited and grateful to these two landowners.
Yeah, really appreciative to them both. Looks like Griffin.
Oh, sorry, Griffin.
Yeah, what's the timeline on this reconstruction of the trail?
Yeah, you know, there's a crew, we're working with the Montana Conservation Corps on the trail work, and they are starting work this week. They are starting work on a larger, like both, the scope of their project is both that trail and some other trail work. So I can't say exactly when they're going to get to this new section, but it should be completed either this fall or in the spring. But work is starting immediately.
And work's starting at the Riverside Park.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Along with some of the other planned improvements to the access for the stairs and the parking lot and all of those things. Yeah, and we also secured funding from the Fish, Wildlife, and Parks Trail Stewardship Program that's helping to pay for some of these overall park improvements that are starting to be implemented. Yeah, that's it.
Great. Thanks for helping make this happen.
Yeah, it's been a great project. We're really thankful to these landowners. They've been wonderful to work with.
That's wonderful to hear. All right, I would move that we request the board approve non-motorized public access easement agreement with two private landowners for a trail connecting to the county's Lolo Riverside Park.
Second, any further discussion? Okay, all in favor? Aye. Nick Zanettis, like lettuce.
Good morning, Commissioners. Today, the Big Sky Stewardship Committee is requesting that PTO staff be able to expend up to $10,000 from the Big Sky Stewardship Fund. This would help fund the replacement of 4 pet waste trash receptacles with 4 modern single-stall bear-resistant trash cans that would sit on 3x3 concrete pads. And if funding allows, the Stewardship Committee would also like to use these funds to purchase signage to help encourage responsible dog owner use at the park. And this is for Big Sky Park. And this request was supported by the Parks and Trails Advisory Board and goes along with our internal mission of converting all of our trash receptacles to bear-resistant containers. And I'm here for any questions. I can pull up a map too, if that would help.
Yeah, let's see the map.
Okay. Let's do this one first. So you can kind of, this is zoomed in, you can see where the location of the 4. So they're going to be geared towards the 4 entryways into the park. There's perimeter fencing that goes around the entire park, and there are entry human slot gates for people to pop into the park system at. So within that internal of the park, that's where the trash receptacles will be, and they will be 3 of them will be at locations where we already have pet waste stations, and then 1 is going to be at a location we're going to move because it's going to be more convenient for maintenance services. But in general, we were not increasing or decreasing the number of pet waste stations. We're just upgrading the trash receptacles for them.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Great. I love this park. All right, I would move that we request the board approve Big Sky Stewardship Committee to expend up to $10,000 for these new containers.
Second, any further discussion? Okay, all in favor? Aye. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Any correspondence, discussion, upcoming events and invitations? Okay, have a great morning, everyone.
Yeah,
Thank you all.
lovely.